First time playing Mod X on board space. Mod X is a twist on a familiar in and a row game. In this case, n equals 5. And the 5 patterns are 5 in a line, 5 in an X, 5 in a plus. In addition to the multiple shapes, there are neutral joker pieces that can be used to complete any shape. Finally, making a scoring shape scores a point, but that point can be unscored if the other player makes another scoring shape that uses it. There are a few subtle points in the official rules about the placement of the joker pieces. Okay, here are the official rules. Alright. 15 X pieces of each color, 5 joker pieces. Alright. The objective of the game is to create a specific pattern using pieces of your color to score. Try to create patterns on top of other players' score markers in order to replace them. Each player gets a set of all the X pieces and score markers in one color. The oldest player starts by placing the 5 joker pieces on the board. The joker pieces can be placed anywhere on the board, but they can't be placed adjacent to each other. Then the next player in the clockwise direction start the game. Okay, so I believe you're placing the jokers first. Or are you placing the jokers? Yep. Guest, place a joker. Maybe we alternate? I don't know. Alright. How to play. On their turn, a player places one of the X pieces on a free space on the board. If doing so doesn't create one of the patterns shown below, the turn moves to the next player in the clockwise direction. The player makes a pattern. He or she replaces each of the X pieces used for the pattern with score markers in his or her color. Replace one piece after another so their positions aren't confused. Each score marker placed is worth 1 point. Afterwards, it's the next player's turn. Alright. So we got the X, the plus, 5 in a row. That's it.
Okay. So those are the winning formations. Plus.
Yeah, or they score 5 points.
Oh, okay. And are we allowed to use each other's pieces to form something, or does that not?
I think the joker pieces you can use, but not your opponent's pieces.
Gotcha.
It could be a mistake. Here's scoring. Alright. Okay. Bill, there was credits, and then there's another page after the credits. Build on top of other players' score markers. A score marker only represents a player's current score. It does not block play for the space it occupies. That means that any player can place an X piece on top of any score marker. If a player makes a pattern including a space containing another player's score marker, he or she places a score marker on top of the former. Joker pieces. Joker pieces can be used to complete any player's pattern, but they don't score. That means that if a player places a pattern including a joker piece, he or she removes those jokers without placing any score markers in their place. The player then immediately replaces all joker pieces removed on any free space on the board where they will not complete their turn. Alright, end of the game. The first player to score a certain number of points wins. The point total required to win is based on the number of players. 2 players, it's 15 points. Each of your score marks adds 1 point to your score. Score marks that have been covered by other score markers are not worth any points. Score marks that are covered by X pieces are still worth points. If a player runs out of X pieces or score markers, the game ends immediately. and the player with the most points at the moment wins. A player instantly wins the game if he or she scores a pattern using nothing but joker pieces. Additional rules. If a player didn't claim an existing pattern during their turn, once that turn is over, any other player may claim that pattern by touching one of the included X pieces. It might just claim it for us since we're online, but okay. That player scores with his or her score markers as though it were a pattern he or she completed. Play then resumes. Combination patterns. It is possible to join more than one complete pattern by placing a single piece, X piece. In this case, all combined color X pieces are replaced by score markers. Alright, so you gotta place a joker down. There's 5 joker pieces, so you either place one and we alternate. And, oh, is it my turn? Oh, you placed 5 jokers. Okay, no there.
Yeah, they let me place all 5.
Alright, so now it's just my turn. Alright, first time playing. Sounds good. Ah, okay.
Well, that's free. Kind of like tic-tac-toe in a sense. Ah, nice.
I actually was not. I expected that one.
This is.
Or was I expecting
I don't know, but did you click that?
that one? I did, but
It still says it's your turn. So.
What's going on here? Okay, so. Oh, I have to move the Joker. My bad. Alright. How dare thee?
Like that. That's how.
Nice.
Thank you.
Damn. I think you got this one.
It's okay.
Ah, that's a shame. Yep. Is it my turn? Sorry. It is. The Joker? God, I always forget that.
Yep.
Hmm. Well, this is good. Nice. Cool. That was fun. Would recommend. Would do it again. How about you?
I would as well.
Nice. Mod X.